Today's video, I wanted to talk about why more women don't ride motorcycles. I know most motorcyclists, at least anyone that I interact with, they always say that they wish more people would ride, especially more women. And there's a lot of reasons why women don't ride. And of course, obviously I'm not a woman, but I don't have to be a woman to observe some of the things that's going on. And honestly, a big part of the reason why more women don't ride is because of what complete and utter tools some men are to them. I know, first off, let me get the one thing out of the way. So one of the reasons that women don't ride more motorcycles is that most motorcycles were designed with taller people in mind. And my wife would love to ride, but she's only 4'8" and can't find a motorcycle that will fit. She doesn't want to have to tiptoe it. She doesn't feel safe doing that. Also too, a lot of women have small hands and they can't quite reach the controls, and since their legs are short, they can't reach the brake and the shifter, and so there's those kind of issues. And so if you're under 5 foot, you're gonna have a hard time. And if you're only like 5 foot, 5'2", 5'3", you're still gonna have, it'll still limit you quite a bit on what you can ride. But I don't think that's the biggest reason women don't ride, because a lot of women are perfectly tall enough to ride a motorcycle, and I do see a lot of women riding. But the reason more women don't ride, I think the predominant reason why more women don't ride is because of how they're treated. Some women who don't ride treat other women like they're doing it just for attention. And even this motovlogger Doodle on a Bike, she talked about that, how other women would act like she was only riding a bike to get attention from men. Because society has trained us to think that there's some things that women should do and some things that men should do, and that if a woman is doing something that's predominantly something a male should do, that they're only doing it for attention. But you know, despite popular belief, women are people, actual and complete, that can have interest that goes against the norm. So there's that. And you don't have to be on any online forum very long or go to the comment sections to realize that oftentimes men can be absolute jerks, and they treat women like they don't know anything. A lot of times, a simple way to put it, a lot of men are sexist, male chauvinist pigs. And obviously not all men, but the ones that are that way are extremely vocal about it. And one of the motorcycle vloggers I watch is Shay Lacey. And some of the comments that people say to her is they don't think she's actually riding a motorcycle. They think it's CGI, and they think that it's all some kind of a ploy and she's doing it for attention, and that there's no way she could actually ride a motorcycle. But if you've ever watched her videos and Shade Tree Surgeon's videos, now this is not any shade on them, but they're not very high production value. They're definitely not professionals, and to believe that to believe that someone that doesn't have very high technical skills with video is able to pull off that level of CGI and make it look realistic, and you think that's more believable than the fact that Shay can ride, is just ridiculous. And then there's a lot of men too that think that when there's a woman that goes in, they think the woman can't ride. They treat her like she doesn't know anything. They treat her like she needs help. And so basically, if you want women to ride, don't be a jerk. Treat them just like you would anyone else. Don't assume they don't know what they're doing because they're a woman. If they didn't ask for your help, they probably don't want your help. I know you think that if you can go up and be helpful and say, hey, let me show you this, or let me tell you this, that you'll get brownie points with them, and maybe that they'll want to sleep with you. But honestly, they're just going to be frustrated because men give unsolicited advice to women all the time, and there are a lot of women that are extremely capable. You know, one of the prerequisites for riding a motorcycle is not having a dangly bit between your legs. So if you want more women to ride, you gotta and you know what, for those of us who aren't complete tools, when we see other men acting that way, we need to stand up and say something. Tell them that's not the way they're supposed to behave. So anyhow, that's my basic rant. There are reasons why women don't ride motorcycles. It's physical limitations, which some women have. The fact that there isn't as much gear, motorcycle specific gear made for women, because not enough women ride, so they don't think it's worth putting money into it. And then the biggest reason why women don't ride is because of how they are treated by men. The trend is changing though. There are definitely a lot more women riding now than there used to be, so that is definitely a positive thing. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.